all kinds of crazy stuff happening with the economy right now. We all know that, okay? Our dollar's going down. People are taking their money elsewhere. We're no longer involved with oil, just all kinds of stuff now. And there's Blue. She's just a pretty baby. That's right. She knows we're talking about her. One of the things that I've always had people coming to me about is having to do with the dump trailer hustle, okay? And I think that is almost, if not the number one hustle available, it's at least in the top 10, okay? And the reason that I say that is the point of entry, okay? And what that basically means is how much does it cost you, me, anybody, to get involved with that, okay? And so the thing is that whenever you have something that's got a low point of entry and a high profit margin, you have a real good recipe for success, okay? And I'll just example, it might cost you $100 million to build a casino, okay? Most of us are not going to be able to get that kind of money, whether it's financing, good credit, whatever, we're just not, okay? You're probably going to have a proven track record of a lot of ventures, a lot of experience under your belt to get that kind of money, all right? Here's the thing, though. With a dump trailer, you can actually get into it for relatively inexpensive, okay? You could buy a dump trailer and a truck to pull that dump trailer, total setup and everything, $15,000 or less, okay? Now, if you already have the truck, then you're just like light years ahead of the situation. Now, that's a dump trailer dog right there. He's just like, really, he's just making sure the chair doesn't go anywhere. Now, here's the thing. I bought that first time I ever bought a brand new vehicle in my life 2 years ago, okay? I was running 4 dump trailers a day. Well, most of the time, probably about 2.5, 3 average. We're going to go and take a look at something. This is one of the things that you can use with your dump trailer to haul for people to be able to make money. Gravel. You can haul gravel. Nice gravel driveway for this person. Make a couple loads, whatever you need to charge for your gas, your time, the expense on the machine. There's so much opportunity out there, folks. If you'll just open that eye to be able to see it, you can figure out what's going on and how to make some extra cheese. This is not my trailer. This is my neighbor's trailer. Really nice 14-foot Max D right there. You can buy one of those brand new for about $11,000. And we'll just start saying that for every load you take, you get $100, okay? $100 net. That's taken out for maintenance, cost on the trailer, a little bit into the nail in the tire fund, those sort of things. So, you run that thing 7 times in 1 week, you made $700, and you probably ain't got 20 hours involved in all of that. So there you go. You figure out what it is that you're making per hour, and you roll with it. To have us a little bit of hustle in the mug. When you get old like me, afternoon coffee is a treat. So we're also going to get a little coffee creamer put in there. It's some good stuff right there now. And then I really like this honey right here. I get that from a guy that does it himself here locally. Always support local business when possible. All right, we're going to be looking up for, here we have some dump trailers. You got a 6x10 at $6,700. That'll be a moneymaker. Somebody can make money on that right there. 5x10, that is another moneymaker right there. There's just all kinds of options that are out there. If a person is willing to get out, look for them, and put forth some effort. $7,000 for a 14-footer right there. That's an awesome dump trailer for the money. No doubt about it, okay? These are all great contenders. They can all make you some money. It all depends on what it exactly is that you're looking for. What do you want to do? How much money do you really want to make? So, the thing about it is that this guy right here, he's an absolute beast, okay? I met him over at Gerald Peters in New Orleans with a mastermind, get together, financial independence, investor, like-minded kind of people, a lot of stock market people, a lot of real estate people, okay? And he and I got to talking, and there it is. And I said, had this junk removal business, and I asked him about a dump trailer. He said, no, I don't have one. And I was like, well, why don't you start putting like $25 or $50 a month every load you take towards a dump trailer? Just put that money to the side and then go ahead and get one. And he was like, man, that's a brilliant idea. And now it's like, dude, you need a bigger truck and trailer. I got one on the way. All right, so I don't know what you think, but I met that guy Migo that's got the junk removal. He's out of Georgia, and when we talked, the first time I met him was at the guy's Full Auto 11 on Instagram. His name's Gerald Peters. Gerald had a mindset, investment / wealth building kind of 6 hours in New Orleans, get together with people and everything, and I went to it. And I met that young man there, and we were talking, and he told me what he did for a living and everything. And I said, maybe you should put, $50 or $100, whatever it was, away every load that you do with the junk removal, and then get a dump trailer, because he was doing everything by hand and hand unloading the trailer and everything. He said times to me, he said, this has been a game changer getting this dump trailer, okay? I met a gentleman that ended up with, if I'm not mistaken, I think like 130 properties at one time, and he actually had a dump trailer and truck just for his rental properties, because the turnover with that amount of properties and everything, it was like bound to happen that, you get 4 or 5. And like my goal is 72 hours. Once the property's vacant, I want it cleaned and on the way to getting rented within 72 hours. No more letting it sit for a month, 2 months, 5 months, or whatever. And I've been guilty of those things in the past, but no more. All right, I'm all about cash flow. And the thing is that if it ain't rented, it ain't flowing. So there you go. The thing about it is that, you can get into, I've seen dump trailers, 14-foot dump trailers in decent shape for $5,000, okay? And there's not a whole lot to go wrong with them, all right? The biggest thing that I see is that people don't do regular maintenance on them as far as like greasing the bearings, okay? You put what we call the bearing buddy, which is, it's a cap that's got a grease in the middle of it, and, every 30 days a couple squeezes from the grease gun in there and everything, and you should be doing okay, all right? Thing about it is people don't do that. They get a lot of wear and tear on them and everything, and especially if you're doing a lot of backing, because when you do that, you'll notice that the way that the trailer tracks, it's actually getting pushed. It's not rolling as far as the wheels go, and that puts them in a bind, okay? No doubt about it. For about $400 to $500, you can buy a brand new hydraulic pump, control, tank, all of that stuff and everything. So the biggest expense has to do with all the metal construction of the trailer and your axles, okay? And the thing about it is that if you take care of it and everything, and, it should last. That's all there is to it. It should. So many people just keep on driving them and everything. They run them into the ground and don't ever put any money back into them, kind of like rental properties at times. And that's where the problem begins. So don't be that person, all right? Treat your dump trailer nice. And it will treat you nice and put some more money in your pocket, all right? And that's what it's all about. It is about the cash flow, okay? Don't let anybody tell you any different. We're about making money, all right? I don't do this as the Red Cross. I'm not charity or anything of that nature. I like making money. Money. So there you have it. Hope that this was beneficial to you. Get out there, look, find it. A great substitute instead of going spending a whole bunch of money on a diesel truck. And I saw one the other day I was almost going to pull the trigger on. Had 250,000 miles. It was a Ford with a V10, okay? I read an article about with U-Haul, their lowest maintenance cost on any of their vehicles is the Triton V10, all right? You get the horsepower out of it. It doesn't have anywhere close to the torque that a diesel does, okay? The diesel motor is just a lot different than a gas motor, okay? Doesn't mean that it can't pull it. It's just going to do it slower, all right? I'll tell you this much. Most diesel trucks are, if you are having somebody else do your fuel filter and your oil changes, generally speaking, $1,000 a month. That's what oil changes and fuel filters cost. Gas motor would be a whole lot cheaper. And I knew a guy, there is a guy out there that contacted me, really nice fella, and he said, I run 3 trucks, all got the Chevy 6.0s. He said, I am adamant about my maintenance. He said, I go through transmissions every 2 years. All right, I'm already prepared for that. I figure that expense in and everything. I go through transmissions, but for the amount of money that I have to put into a transmission versus the amount of money that I put into a diesel for the maintenance, hands down, I'm coming out money ahead with the gas 6.0. It can be done, folks. You don't have to do it like everybody else does it, okay? So if you want to get into it and everything, I honestly believe that you could get a truck and a trailer for less than $12,000 that would pull a dump trailer loaded with 10 to 12,000 payload in the bed, right? So there you have it, 12,000, and you know, the sky's going to be the limit on how do you market yourself. And, you know, I always tell people, don't ever let anybody outwork you. All right. And if you look at that guy, Migo's page and everything, that guy's 90 miles an hour, man. He's all over the place. Okay. Nobody's outworking him. He's killing it. All right. He is absolutely killing it. And the last time I talked to him, I said, you know, it's not going to be much longer. You're going to be looking for a bigger truck and trailer. He said, it's already in the works, man. I've got plans. I've got goals. So hope you have a fantastic day. Be blessed, be profitable, and never forget, don't let anybody outwork you.